Okay, this is another little raw vid that I'm making up today with regards to the inline drop-off system. A few people have been asking about it and how I go about doing my stalking. I think this is probably one of the best systems to use in this sort of situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I do it, how I tie it. I'm using lead core right now from the lead shed and all their components. Been using them for a while now, and I'm very happy with them, very impressed. So we'll start off with the lead core, show you how you splice, and then you'll see how I set the leads up, etc. as well. So if we come down here, first of all, I've got £45 break and strain lead core from the lead shed. It's really nice, it's supple, does the job well. What a lot of people do when they're doing lead core is they tend to pull out about 4 or 5 inches of the lead core, and then they'll break it, cut it, and try and thread it back in. A lot easier way is just to find about 5 inches worth, give it a good twist until you feel it break, and then what you can do then is just simply pull the lead core out. That way you don't have to thread it back in. So now I've got about 5 to 6 inches of just braid, if you like. The next thing you need to do is you need to get your needle. Always use one with a latch. I don't use the what they call a dedicated lead core needles. I think just a normal, like the boilie ones, work just as well. So you find out where you're broken off. What you'll do is, I'll try and get closer. You hook in and you just push through, and it should start to go through. You want a good, what, 1.5 to 2 inches, and then just pull it through like so. Okay, this is where we start with the inline drop-off system. Just moisten the end. What you need to do is you can actually, well, I'm just using a 1 ring swivel here. You can buy in the shops a 2 ring swivel system. Doesn't really make much difference, but it's nice sometimes. What you need to do is you need to actually not thread through the ring, but through the eye of the swivel. It's a bit fiddly. Once it's on, there you go. Right, so you've got it like this now, so it's running effectively. You need to then hook back into the tag end of the braid, and this is where it gets a bit gnarly and could go wrong, but we'll show it'll be alright. Close the gate, and then you need to slowly try and force the braid back through the lead core. It is going. There we go, it's gone through. So there you go, now I've got a tag end. Now normally if it's too long you can cut it. In this instance I think we're going to be alright, so if I pull this quite tight, there you go, it's disappeared. So we've now got fixed on there nicely. The ring is just loose, sitting there, and that's stronger than a knot. It's never going to slip, because I've gone so far back. That braid's going to stay exactly where it is. So that's the first part. So what I need to do now is quickly go to the other end, the tag end of the lead core, get your needle, and then you've got your tail rubber. And all I need to do is thread that onto the lead core. So just quickly fold it over. And on it goes. Right. Pull it all the way down. So now you've got your tail rubber and your swivels fixed. Now the swivel will actually just go into the insert of the lead. I'm using a leafy pear lead. I like really heavy leads when I'm doing stalking. This is a 4.5 ounce inline pear. I've had the insert taken out and the rubber taken out. I'll show you why in a minute. So first of all, what I do is I get the rubber insert. This is where the swivel goes into. Now when you're actually using this on the bank, what I would do is I'd moisten the inside of this, and I'd also moisten the tail, and that way it's lubed and it's got a quick release. If you put it on straight away onto the insert, what's going to happen is the swivel is going to nip on. It's effectively, it's dry, so it's not going to work. It's not going to work as well. So every time you reel this in, re-lube it, put them back onto the insert and here, and that way it will come out on the take with any luck. So you just basically thread the actual swivel, the barrel, into the insert, and then what we're going to do is you'll just then, with the lead inside, put it in like so. So there you go, that's that part done. Now with the insert, what they do at Leadshed, they give you a really long one so you can adjust that pressure on how much that tail is going to grab onto that. So what I do is I thread it in first of all, see how much I've got left over. Now because I'm fishing the margins, I want this to release quite quickly but still have some resistance. So I normally just chop maybe half of that off. Gone. And this is pretty much there now. So what you've got is, you've got your swivel eye here, if you can see that, it's coming in like that. Ring's still holding down, it's free to do what it likes. You come around the back of the lead, and then as I say, moisten it normally, and just push the tail rubber on. And that is your inline drop-off system. Really effective way of dumping the lead. On the take, if I can get this off, that's basically what will happen. Okay, the carp will drop this lead every single time. Obviously, if you have this tail a bit longer, it'll be more resistance. It'll take longer for the carp to lose it. But there you go, that's my Stalker inline drop-off lead system. It's very good. I recommend you give it a go, and I hope you find this some use.